Chapter 2. How we feel and read other people's thoughts and feelings. Charles Darwin, Ideas of Thought and Feeling. The universe is made up of thoughts which are combined to make infinite intelligence. According to certain schools of thought, there is a cosmic mind formed by the universe that has the ability to restore, proliferate, perceive, and bring forth thoughts to mind according to mental activity. You can switch on and off the frequency of thoughts by just changing what you think and feel, such as creating a feeling of peacefulness and relaxation by listening to soothing music, by meditation, engaging in creative discussion, or by exercising to feel more invigorated. Joanna Cross, in her book Find Your Voice, cited the experiment of the Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto, who explained that words have power in themselves. His research suggests that molecules of water are affected by our thoughts, words, and feeling. As water makes up to 70% of our body, bad words negatively affect the structure of water, whereas good words help. As in Dr. Emoto's snowflake crystals taking beautiful shapes when exposed to words of love and gratitude, then by inference creating beautiful water molecules. According to Dr. Emoto, words are an expression of the soul, and the condition of our soul has a large impact on water. The language we use and the words we choose are vitally important, and verbal insult can have dangerous and damaging psychological effects. Joanna Cross writes, "Words and language have tremendous power, as does the intent behind them." The tone of the voice also has the ability to heal. Certain voices can keep your attention, whereas others don't. When we listen to a wonderful, rich, resonant voice, it can feel very therapeutic. If someone says something loving and kind to you in a gentle tone of voice, it's likely to make you feel good. But if someone yells at you in a harsh way, then it's going to have a destructive effect. The words we say originate from our thoughts. Thoughts can be toxic or good, depending on the way you behave and how you think and feel. So try to avoid toxic thoughts. They are more harmful than an unhealthy diet. Our hijacked amygdala is not always prone to sustain good thoughts because in the history of evolution, negative emotions like fear and anger have a great survival value, which impel a threatened animal to flight or fight. According to Charles Darwin, our ability to send and read emotions has played an enormous role in human evolution, both in creating and maintaining social order, particularly with negative feelings. We usually respond more strongly to someone who is angry than someone who is in a good mood, creating a loop of negativity or rage. How did we become spiritual survival machines on this planet? Our chemical and electromagnetic nature has made us a spiritual survival machine on this planet, and a subtotal of the subatomic manifestation of the bisymmetrical nature of the universe. Our brain is a powerful receiving and transmission tower. Our feet and toes, hands and fingers are like sensors that detect signals from the Earth and universe, passing them via the nervous system to the brain, broadcasting feelings and thoughts through the brain that are detected from the environment. The two symmetries of the bisymmetrical universe is analogous with the way the brain's left and right hemispheres are joined by the white and gray matter. By chemical bonding, the junction between the two hemispheres connects the two halves of the brain by the neural connections. We have 86 billion neurons in both halves of the brain, and each neuron can connect with other neurons. There are from 5,000 to 10,000 different connections. The number of neurons in the human brain is more than all of the stars of the universe and is the basic information processing unit that is responsible for understanding memories and our behavior. Interconnected neurons make up the structure of the brain. As the signals are passed on, the neurons create a network by firing and wiring between these neurons, creating our personalities and helping us to perceive the world around us. When we try to remember the name of a person or recollect what we read in a book, a neural network will develop a memory of this through neurotransmitters that build the chemical and electrical signals to bridge the gap between two neurons. The human brain is the most complex and mysterious machine in the universe. Its power is many-fold higher than basic modern computers. Its storage capacity is about 1,000 terabytes. it does millions of different things at once. It stores the day's events at night and can catalog, archive, and recall memories at a later date. You cannot hear, feel, or think about it. The brain mostly acts subconsciously. The more you actively exercise your brain, the more it will benefit you. It is the organ that controls and operates the body's neural system, made up of around 80 billion to 100 billion nerve cells, or neurons. The brain is used to store memories, control our body functions, communicate and react to our surroundings, and give us the power to think. The brain has the following composition: 78% water, 10% lipids, 8% proteins, 1% carbohydrates, 2% solid organics, and 1% inorganic salts. The amygdala. Socially active people have the largest amygdala, the part of the brain that plays a big role in social and mental well-being. Therefore, it is important to build more gray matter in the brain by understanding the world around us. Earth's first life forms were prokaryotes. Several billion years later, human beings have evolved to become complex multicellular forms. We evolved into advanced Homo sapien forms by developing, adapting, and controlling our minds and bodies. 200,000 years ago, when humans learned to command fire, they started cooking the meat of hunted animals, which led to less energy required for digestion. Consequently, this led to increased blood supply to the brain instead of the stomach. This excess blood in our brain has allowed it to adapt and grow in size and functionality, therefore increasing the speed and nature of our thoughts. It is by this evolution that the human race became the dominant species on this planet. Over the past few centuries, our intelligence has sharpened with the advancement of technology and medicine. The brain is split into two parts, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. The left side of the brain controls speech, writing, and logic. The right side of the brain controls creativity, emotions, and information. Information is processed as quickly as 120 meters a second, or about 268 miles per hour in the brain. The weight of the human brain is about 1.4 kilograms. It is relatively bigger than almost any other animal. The human mind is the most powerful receiving and transmission tower in the universe. Around 60,000 thoughts per day are perceived and proliferated by it. By knowing our feelings, we can control our thoughts. Humans are curious about the world around them. They not only accumulate extra food like lower animals, but they want to know what lies over the horizon for the pure joy of it. Even though people may not be great thinkers, they can understand the concepts of truth, justice, or honesty. Creativity is a fundamental part of our nature, and human beings are in constant search of new ways to do things and for new things to do. Societies devoting a huge amount of energy on science, art, and literature advance further than those that ignore these endeavors. As creativity breeds more creativity, we should make a habit of creative thinking.